Grandpa Gary's Garage Chaos. It's been quite a while since I made my my last entry here, my last video. There's been some progress. I wouldn't classify it as spectacular, but definitely progress in the right direction. As you can see, the engine compartment is a lot cleaner than it was when you last saw it. I spent quite a bit of time sort of cleaning things up and doing some repair work. I managed to fabricate a patch panel that went in behind the radiator support there, which is this piece right there. So in behind here there was a big hole that somebody had cut with a torch, and they did a terrible job. So anyway, that was all taken care of, and a new piece welded in there. And that the cat's eye nacelles, which sit atop the wings, as the Brits call them, or the front fenders, have been replaced. This piece right here is a fabricated piece from replacement nacelle from Martin Roby, and that was welded in. A new piece. The old piece was cut out, and the replacement piece was welded. I had to do a inner patch, which is, you can't see it, it's inside underneath here. It fits, I had to cut a hole. There was a rust hole in here, and I had to cut the old top section of the fender out because it had quite a lot of rust perforation in there. So I fabricated that piece, and then I welded that in, and then this piece is spot welded on top. And I'm in the process of fairing, smoothing out the all the spot welds and everything with Bondo. The British back in the day, back in 1960, they used lead and to do that job. And this morning I took my trusty torch here and I melted all the lead away. And if you look inside the nacelle there, you can just see that it's all rust in here, and that's going to come out. So in this area right here, all this area was filled with lead, and it made a smooth transition from the fender to here, just like what you see there. So what you see in here now is Bondo, two types, short strand fiberglass Bondo to do the initial filling in, and then I've been using a lighter grade of body filler to finish that off. And there's some work to do yet. There's scratches and things in this surface that need to be sanded out with, I'm going to probably start with 400 and then work my way up to 600 to take the scratches out. And then I'll use some self-etching primer on the metal to adhere the metal. I'll mask this area off here and use self-etching primer directly on the metal as a way of controlling any further corrosion on the top part. But yeah, so this is what it looked like before I took the lead, or after I took the lead out. So tomorrow, if you look here, there's these little indentations, and every indentation is a spot weld. So it's kind of, in a way, in a sense, this nacelle here is like stitch welded in this stamped recess on the front right fender, on the passenger side fender. So what I have to do tomorrow is grind out each spot weld and very carefully try to pry this piece off to expose the rust damage down below, and then I'll have to cut the rusty area out and fabricate a patch panel to fit in underneath here. Weld that in, stitch weld that, finish that off inside, and then see what I can do with this nacelle here. I thought I had 2 of these replacement nacelles, but I'm darned if I can find the other one. Either I don't have it or I've misplaced the one I thought I had. And I've been looking, but I haven't been able to find it. But you can see how the top of the fender has been recessed so that this piece fits into the fender, and then it's covered with body filler. Initially it was covered with lead, and then smoothed over and faired over to make a nice smooth transition. Yeah, so that's done. Next on the list is this section here, this bottom section where the grill actually resides inside this cavity here, and of course the rad's in behind normally. But this area is very, very rusty. You can't really see it as well as I can, but there is actually that goes underneath here, and if you look, you'll see that it's rusted away. So I have to cut here and here, I guess further up here, and I have to fabricate and install some metal patches here and fill that in, weld that, and then I have to fix this rust damage here. But before I do that, I have to work underneath here, because underneath this area it's all rusty. So I have to cut that all apart and replace that, weld it all together, and then that part will be done. And then there's further cleaning, and there's other rust areas underneath. You can't really see the lighting. I don't have the best lighting in here, but lots and lots of things to take care of. Rome isn't built in a day, and I'll be underneath this car quite a bit. Then on the inside of the engine compartment, down below here, there's all kinds of cleaning and inspection for rust underneath there. What I don't have to, what isn't perforated or whatever with rust, will be painted over with POR 15, cleaned and prepped and then painted with POR 15. And then I'll be using some self-etch primers, special self-etch primer, to be able to paint over the POR 15. That stuff is like liquid armor. It's very good for holding rust to a minimum. Certainly not perfect. Yeah, so it looks better. There's still lots and lots of time spent on prepping this engine compartment and finishing that. Once I finish the engine compartment, then it's time to move on to the front fenders here. I have to replace this this part of the front fender here. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see the rust damage. I have the replacement parts for that. This will be all, I'll have to sand this down, and I'll have to see how far back this goes. It doesn't look like the damage is in this area here goes back too far, but again, the paint, once I remove the paint, it'll reveal any further damage. What I don't have to replace, of course, I won't replace, but there is